Hey guys, Nebris here, and welcome to another episode of Mindcrack. Just in time for Beef to show up. Wow, what the lag, holy crap. It doesn't feel like it. It definitely does not feel like it. I almost said greetings back to him, that's weird. I say howdy. That's my way of saying hi. We defeated the Wither. We might also have to save Aurelian over here. Hi. Aurelian's on the server now, yay! So I removed the farms back here, and I decided I actually want to put a little house here. Thank you, Boo! I love my llamas too. Sprinkles and Bandito. They're fantastico. Alrighty, where was I? So if that's how it works, sure. I actually don't know. There are plenty of other llamas nearby. There's some near Chunk City, which there's plenty of llamas. Let's just say that. So that's cool. Oh, we're getting closer to 30. I need to get to level 30 so I can get an unbreaking enchantment book. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I've decided that while we're sort of waiting for Chunk City to fill in, and I'm not quite ready to take on the main base challenge that the challenge of building my main base, because right now I gave the beacon to pause. I tried to help you, but no, it's too dangerous out there to not have armor. What was I saying? Oh yes, so I gave the beacon to pause so he can dig his hole. It's somewhere off in that direction. That's gonna make his life so much easier. But I need to do the same thing because I'm gonna be digging a hole around my base as well, or not around, above, into. Like, picture what we had not last season, but season 3, and just imagine a bigger skylight, I guess. That's sort of what I'm going for. Why do I have melon seeds there? It's odd. So yeah, it's gonna be a while before I take that on. So I wanted to start building a house over here, and this is me building a house. I'm gonna just start laying down foundation. I don't even know if I want to do that on camera because I suck at building on camera. But for starters, I am gonna build, I guess, the first room, if that makes any sense. I'll do that on camera at least. And actually, I don't know what I'm gonna make the walls out of, but let's just make it out of hardened clay for now. This probably isn't going to be the ultimate wall, but for now, we'll have it out of hardened clay, just so I can show you guys what it is I'm trying to actually accomplish. So it's here, and I think here's what I need. No. No, 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 no. No, jump. Actually, I do need that temporarily just so I can place this. So I'm going to be making a cool little entrance exit thing for my horse. This is sort of the first thing I'm going to be building. And I also plan on making this in my Chunk City house. So this is something I sort of designed in single player. I'm sure someone else has designed this or something very similar to it as well. Need 2 sticky pistons, which now that I think about it, I might not have slime. I do have slime. What am I? I'm going crazy. Of course I have slime. Oh, I didn't. I had not realized that you needed to actually have them in a specific spot. All right, sticky pistons, check. Let's get some redstone. We don't need that much, but we are going to need a pair of redstone torches. All right, this is, oh wait. Let's grab some string and 4 tripwire hooks. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to place tripwire hooks here, 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 and here. I'm going to dig this out. We need... What else did I put down here? Okay, so I made it out of this. And one right here. That can't be a torch. Here's what we're going to do. That skeletal horse is so spooky. I'm going to put a redstone here and a redstone here. That could be a torch, but it's no big deal. Let's grab a pair of sticky pistons. Put one here. One here. They're going to push out. And then, here's the crazy spot. Bam. Bam. And same thing over here. And this should work. Emphasis on should. As for that, like, let's grab 2 glowstones. Ideally, I'd use a block other than glowstone here, but it's no big deal. We'll just use glowstone. And gotta set up the tripwire here and here. See ya. Oh, I failed. All right, and that should be it. That's the build. And now we don't have to do... I want to get on you. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I should be able to walk in here and walk out. Why is that taking so long? Maybe it was just lag. I don't know, but this is an entranceway. If you're not on the horse, this tripwire doesn't trigger. But the moment you get on the horse, it triggers. If the horse jumps, like or like bucks up, it will trigger it. But I don't think they normally buck up unless you, unless maybe, I don't know, you try to feed them something. So I'm going to have a little chamber back there that it can't wander out of. That thing obviously hasn't been built yet, so I'm going to have to keep going here. But this will be my horse entrance, I guess. And I guess that'll be the start of it. I still have a few other things I want to build in here, like a potion making room, an enchanting room, etc., etc. I sort of want everything to be situated in this little nook here. I might even have a back door under this arch. So I'm probably not going to be building much of anything here. Maybe like a shop or two. I don't know. I'm just going to try to keep it nice and clean. And I am going to build a path from here to spawn, and from spawn, or from here up to the top of the mountain by going along this path here. And I think that'll be a very fun build. Or at least that's my plan. That's my plan, to make a fun build. So I guess that'll be it from this segment of the video. Oh, I hate it when this happens. I was hoping they would have fixed it, but I guess not. Let's kill the last of this farmland. And I don't know why I just used the pick for that. The rapids are going to come down. Like, I don't want to completely abandon this area, especially after having claimed it, because it's such a nice little mountain area place. I still don't know what I'm going to do with the under part of it. But I'm pretty set on having a house here while everyone sort of gets ready to build in Chunk City. I'm very excited for that. But that's it for this segment. I'm going to figure out something else to do, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back. It's actually been a couple of days. I've been a little bit busy with life. Mostly because my sleep schedule finally flipped. I've sort of been waiting for that to happen for a while. Um, I never really got over the whole California trip. I think Avidia is building over there. I'm really excited to see what he's going to do on the server. What was I just saying? Oh yeah. So it's been 2 weeks now since we got home from California, and I was still operating on West Coast time for the longest time, and for some reason I can only go forward in my sleep schedule. I can never go back. So what happens is, like, over time I start waking up an hour later, and then another hour later, and then another hour later, until eventually my sleep schedule gets to the point where I'm waking up at like 4 a.m. not being tired because I went to bed at like 6, something crazy like that. So I'm sort of at that point right now. So I'm having a much better time, being conscious when I ought to be. Who did that? That was a jerk move. What is going on here? I know there's a temple right here. That's all I know. For whatever reason, I hadn't been recording anything during that time. I don't really know why I tend not to do stuff while I'm, awake at 2 a.m. when I can't be too loud. So yes, I am finally back. I don't know how much of this I've shown off. I'm pretty sure I showed off most of it, including this part. I'm loving this so far, this horse pen. It's been fantastic. I've actually gone ahead and dug out a little spot for animals. I've got a bunny farm, cow farm, and a sheep farm. I don't expect I'll need any other animal types. I don't really need pigs, because there's nothing unique you can get from a pig. Pork chops are unique, but their function isn't. And that's all pigs are good for, is pork chops. I guess other animals like dogs, llamas, etc. I don't need to be breeding those in mass. I can just sort of get one as I need it. That's my excuse for the interim, and let's get back to work. And what I need to do is I need to get one of these freaking things. Potion brewing stand. I need to make a room for that. And I've actually decided to make this room on camera. I know, I'm going crazy. Maybe I don't want to do it on camera. Oh, God. I think what I want to do, originally I thought, it's a good idea, I'll just put it back here. But now that I think about it, I think the farms should be going back here, because I've got a lot of farms to make. Maybe I'll do that instead, and I'll make the potion area like on the second floor or something like that. Maybe I'll make it like right above here. Ooh, that's actually not a bad spot once I figure out what I want to do with the roof. I think instead of doing that, we'll start work on our farms. What I'd like to do is, because we now have, oh my god, I don't have NEI. What am I doing? I was about to go into NEI and say, hey, I'm going to build this new thing called an observer block. I was going to look up the recipe because I don't know what it is. I haven't the foggiest clue what the recipe for the new observer block is. So yeah, I'm going to go off camera and look that up. I'll be right back with a bunch of farms here instead. Actually, before we even do that, let me at least explain what I'd like to do for the farms. There are a few blocks that you can automatically harvest. Stuff like wheat, carrots, and potatoes are not among those, but reeds, melons, pumpkins, and cactuses, I think. Well, actually, let's go ahead and look. Those are the ones that you can harvest on your own automatically without any input. Oh, and mushrooms. I don't really need a red mushroom farm, but a whatever color that is, brown mushroom farm I could make. So what my original plan was actually to use a night and day sensor. I forget what those are called. Daylight sensor, probably. And just have it activate the farm every night. So basically what it would do is it turns, or I guess every morning, it'll turn on, it'll extend a bunch of pistons once. And those pistons will take out any melons, pumpkins, reeds, or cactuses that have grown. And they'll all fall into the one spot and get collected. That was the goal. Actually, oh, that's where Anders is. I've been wondering, because I've never actually visited his place yet. Sweet. I have presents. It's probably trapped. Whoa. Turned Spanish for a second. Wahaha. Yeah, I have to get him back for killing my bunnies. He killed the one bunny I had that was different from my other bunny. Like, I had 3 bunnies, and 2 of them were the same and one was different. And now I just have all of the same type of bunny in my bunny pen of justice. Which, kind of regret making this large. What was I thinking? So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make some farms. I really don't have any clue as to what dimensions they're going to end up being, but they're going to be back here somewhere. And I think I want to leave a window into this area here. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back, and I think I have 4 farms done already. So basically, well, actually I don't have them done quite yet, but basically I've got a piston farm for pumpkins and melons down here, and on the next level I've got a farm for reeds and a farm presumably for mushrooms. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work the way I want it to because of the whole mushroom spread rule. I'm not entirely sure if this will be as efficient or perhaps not efficient. I don't know. Actually, when I think about it, I definitely need to finish this wall, that's for sure. So I'm not quite done with the trigger mechanism for the mushrooms, melons, and pumpkins, but right now those observer blocks should work. Let's actually give it a quick test. Ooh, that kind of worked. Of course, as it is, I can't open this chest. There we go. So anytime one of these grows to be 3 high, it's going to activate the entire row of pistons. It's going to push them, or it's going to push the sugarcane into the stream, and the stream's going to land in this hopper and empty the chest. As for the trigger for the rest of them, I can't actually get like, if you were to set up an observer and a piston to go on the same block, like for instance, if I were to observe a mushroom growing here with an observer like right above it, say where I just put that grass or dirt, the piston would then move to push it out, and then the piston would itself trigger the block, so you'd need a more elaborate mechanism behind it all to prevent it from firing more than once every so often. Otherwise you'll get a frickin' clock, and that's no good. So instead what I want to do is sort of a daylight sensor, and I don't know how long this is going to have access to daylight because I have no idea what I'm eventually going to put above it. But what I'm thinking about doing is, well, I don't want a daylight sensor exactly, because there are some problems with that. Let's just go ahead and break this block, and we'll add the daylight sensor right here. So once it's day, nothing will happen, because I'm an idiot. Okay, we could add it right here. So let's say I just put it right there. What's gonna happen is things could only grow at night, and that's not what we want. It's definitely not what we want. So we need to add another mechanism. A mechanism that says when it's dawn, pump out a very short signal and then never pump out a signal again until it's nighttime? Gosh, that makes little sense. That'll be tough to do, and I'm probably not going to do it this episode. I probably just want to see how this works after like leaving myself AFK for a while. So I think this will fill up pretty quickly. I'm not too sure about the rest of this, but in case anyone is wondering about the wiring, here it is. Got a repeater here just to boost the signal. It's a bit more complicated over here because I used I have it stepping up, and in order to do that safely I needed a half slab. But that's pretty much it. I've got myself 4 automatic farms. If I just go AFK forever, these things will eventually all fill up. I am concerned about these things overfilling, so maybe I'll do something about that. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth my time. I'm gonna add some lights and maybe just pretty this up a bit. Oh dear. The cows. The poor cows. Oh, those poor cows. Sorry. Oh, you need some light down here now. What are you? Get down there. Okay, that's much better. Alright, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, me again, real quick, just before I wrap this up. Here is the mechanism I'm going to be using to deal with the whole pistons. It is basically a daylight sensor that splits its signal off into 2, one slower than the other, and they both run into this NAND gate. So essentially what happens is the moment this outputs any signal whatsoever, it will very, very briefly turn on this gate for like whatever the difference between these two is in terms of ticks, and that this gate will turn on for like half a second. This will turn all these things on, and I've actually played around with the repeaters a bit, and this seems to have fixed my issue with these guys staying extended. Now it is almost dawn, so this should be turning on very soon. I was hoping for it to have actually turned on by now, but any second now? Actually, hold on. Nope, that doesn't work. Is it dawn yet? Can't see the moon. That's the one problem with this location, is I can't see the sun, I can't see the moon, I can't see anything at all. Okay, I can see the sky there. Can see a skeleton with boots on. Fun times. So this should trigger any second now. Yep, that's all there is to it. So every dawn, and I think every dusk, that'll happen. All the pistons have retracted. And have I actually gotten anything yet besides stone? No, I have not. So nothing has actually grown yet. Now that I think about it, do melons need to land in grass in order to grow? If they do, this is actually going to be a big problem because I have mycelium up there, and that mycelium will spread down here. So I might need to change this to be dirt. Maybe coarse dirt. I don't know, but yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you guys next time.